So yesterday I tried on the EnChroma CX14 fit-over glasses for the first time. You may have seen the previous video. If you didn't, it's in the description, a link to it. So I decided to come out and take a little bit of a hike today to test them out. So I'll give you some insights here as I go along. This is one of my favorite hikes in the Portland area, hiking up to Angel's Rest. Right here on the Gorge, about 25 minutes outside of Portland, off the interstate, and you switch back for about 1,500, 1,600 feet up, and when you get to the top, it's a beautiful view. So I'm out here on the trail. One thing that I've noticed today immediately is just color is bursting everywhere. My eyes seem to have adjusted better to the lenses. I've been wearing them, putting them on for 15 to 20 minute periods, and in a variety of situations like the instructions say. So as I'm walking along here in the on the path, and you have shady parts and you have light breaking through in places, one thing I notice is that in the kind of the darker parts, like I'm about to walk into up here, the effect of these glasses is not as good as the places where I've got more sun. But even in this, if I look up in the trees and the places where the light is hitting the leaves, it's just exploding with color like I've never seen before. So it's been quite a interesting hike here that I've been on so far, just seeing all the color that's out here that I've never seen before. So I'll give a little bit more information here about when I get to the top. I'm looking forward to looking out over the Columbia River Gorge and getting a view of that with these glasses on. Okay, I cannot begin to describe to you how amazing this looks. Those of you who see color know, but you might take it for granted. But this kind of stuff right here is what's been blowing my mind. Just the depth of color, all the different shades, things that I've never seen before. I see color, but it usually kind of all blends together a little bit, a little dull, not a little dull, a lot dull in some ways. And so it doesn't just, I don't get the wow factor, but now I do. Pretty amazing. Example of something that just really makes me go wow. And then that is this tree stump here, or tree, not tree stump, and just the red in there, and just all the different colors of red and shades and browns and oranges and stuff. It just, I've never seen that before. These are things that I walk by all the time, and it just kind of is maybe a dull red, a dull brown color. There's no life to it. Yeah, so that's kind of an example of something that I find myself stopping and going, whoa, about. So this is the top of Angel's Rest here, overlooking the Columbia River Gorge. And yeah, a lot of thoughts to process on the hike, about how things looked and how the glasses work. I know I probably keep repeating myself, using the same metaphors over and over again, but the best way I can think to describe it is that it just brings things to life. Prior to getting the glasses, everything kind of seemed washed out, and so these seem to work really well in the sunlight. In the darker, shady areas, they don't seem to get as much of an effect, but they still do work some, especially if you've got some sunlight breaking through the trees and such as that. So, but yeah, it's really a whole new experience to see this. So, yeah, I'm seeing a lot more red in the world than I used to, a lot more green, especially. So, this is day 2 of adjusting to the glasses, and I think my eyes are getting more and more adjusted. The first time I was using them yesterday, the first couple times, I noticed I would get a little kind of swimmy headed, a little dizzy feeling. My eyes would hurt just a little bit, but now I seem to be getting past that. I seem to be adjusting pretty well. So I'm anxious to see how things progress over the next couple of days as I keep using them in different situations. But in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy the view.